Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Feng Shaofeng's new lover is protesting against Zhao Liying. The man frequently borrowed the drama to fall in love and there are constant rumors. There may be other hidden reasons for their divorce. Recently, Zhao Liying was frequently photographed taking her son Zhang Xiang out for a trip, visiting the park and digging sand at the beach, starting a vacation life with a baby. Although it was rumored that Zhao Liying voluntarily gave up the custody of her son when she divorced, now that Zhao Liying has been accompanying the child, many netizens have asked why Feng Shaofeng, Zhang Xiang's father, is. Then there was news that Feng Shaofeng actually had a new lover right after the divorce, and now his mind is on his girlfriend, and he has no time to take care of his ex-wife and son. Moreover, Feng Shaofeng's new lover is not a good person. He actually protested against Zhao Liying. When Feng Shaofeng took his son to dinner with Zhao Liying, his girlfriend would frequently call Feng Shaofeng to show her presence, either uncomfortable here or there. The whistleblower also joked that it was just like concubine Qi in the legend of Zhen Huan. But Feng Shaofeng is just like Zhao and likes his girlfriend's tricks, which makes Zhao Liying speechless about him. Nowadays, Zhao Liying has also reduced the time she spends with her ex-husband to take care of the baby. As long as she has time, she will take care of the baby alone. She will only eat with her ex-husband and other family members on special holidays. Usually, she lives with her grandparents, while Feng Shaofeng is happily dating. In fact, after Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng officially announced the divorce, although Feng Shaofeng has not officially announced his relationship so far, he has been involved in scandals. As early as 2022, Feng Shaofeng was photographed having dinner with a strange woman. What's more embarrassing is that Zhao Liying was also dining in the same restaurant at the time. In June 2022, Zhao Liying and Lin Zhengxing collaborated again on Traveling with Phoenixes. During the filming, the two followed the crew to have dinner together many times. Once Feng Shaofeng appeared in a restaurant with a strange woman one after the other. On the day, Feng Shaofeng came to the restaurant first, wearing a black mask and a hat to cover it very tightly, and came to the restaurant alone in the dark. Then a woman in a white t-shirt followed to the restaurant. The woman did not cover up that day. She had delicate features and a slim figure. She looked a bit like Zhao Liying. The woman entered Feng Shaofeng's box, and the two dined together for a long time. Just when the two were dining, something embarrassing happened. Zhao Liying and Lin Zhengxin and others also came to this restaurant. It seems that the crew of Traveling with the Phoenix came here for dinner. I have to sigh that Hangdian is too small, and eating a meal can also make this former couple come to the same restaurant. Zhao Liying also covered up very tightly the day, wearing a white hat and a mask. Behind her was Lin Zhengxin, who worked with her. The two came to the restaurant to eat with laughter. Perhaps knowing that her ex-husband Feng Shaofeng was also here, Zhao Liying left first after the meal, leaving Lin Zhengxin to eat with other crew members. After Zhao Liying left, Feng Shaofeng also left the restaurant, and still chose to leave with a woman one after the other. Although both parties tried their best to avoid suspicion, they were still photographed by sharp-eyed paparazzi. Zhao Liying unexpectedly ran into her ex-husband Feng Shaofeng on a date at a dinner party. Such a dramatic plot is more exciting than a TV series. After the two divorced, many fans hoped that they could remarry, but now it seems completely hopeless. Speaking of Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng's marriage, it was as fast as a rocket from dating to ending. At first, the two were full of rumors, but they refused to admit it until 2018 when they skipped dating and announced the good news of their marriage. It was simple and neat. Then in March 2019, Feng Shaofeng officially announced the good news of Zhao Liying's childbirth. In such a short period of time, they completed the two major events of marriage and childbirth. It was also speculated that the two were married with a baby. Because the marriage was hasty, when everyone was still looking forward to whether the two would make up for the wedding, they unexpectedly waited for the news of their divorce. On April 23, 2021, Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng both issued divorce statements, and the reason for the divorce was that the two parties were separated for work. Moreover, the two seemed to have divorced peacefully, and did not end up estranged forever. Feng Shaofeng was also photographed bringing Zhao Liying to their former love nest to move things. Zhao Liying's driver and assistant also came with them the day, and quickly packed the things and pushed them out. Zhao Liying also came out later, and Feng Shaofeng was very gentlemanly to see his ex-wife off. Although the CP fans were heartbroken after the divorce, many of the female fans expressed their happiness and held a lucky draw event in Zhao Liying's super chat to celebrate. In fact, since the two just got together, many of Zhao Liying's fans disliked Feng Shaofeng. The two are 9 years apart and Zhao Liying is much more famous than Feng Shaofeng, and her career is also on the rise. Feng Shaofeng once doubted in an interview whether Zhao Liying married him because of love. In addition, Feng Shaofeng's reputation is not good, especially in terms of love. It can be said that every time he shoots a drama, he will have a scandal with the heroine. From Yang Mingguo biting before to Nini, who officially announced her relationship later, Feng Shaofeng's love history can be said to be very rich. Moreover, the age span of Feng Shaofeng's girlfriend is also very large. He has been in a relationship with star girl Lin Yun. The age difference between the two is 18 years old, which can be said to be a father-daughter relationship. Feng Shaofeng and Zhao Liying also fell in love because of the drama. The two collaborated on many works such as Do You Know and Journey to the West, The Kingdom of Women. The two also continued their feelings outside the drama. However, they officially announced their divorce only 2 years after their marriage. Such a fast pace also caught everyone off guard. Regarding the reason for the divorce, it is rumored that it is because the two have very different lifestyles. In fact, the difference can be seen from their backgrounds. Feng Shaofeng was born in a wealthy family in Shanghai. Both his parents are highly educated. Feng Shaofeng has lived a life like a young master since he was a child. Zhao Liying was born in a rural family in Hebei. She came out to work at a young age. She only went to technical secondary school and stopped going to school and began to venture into the entertainment industry. Fortunately, she has a beautiful appearance, which became her stepping stone to enter the entertainment industry. Zhao Liying also worked hard afterwards and fought for her current status as the queen of TV dramas. Feng Shaofeng's career was very smooth. He was recommended to the Shanghai Theatre Academy without taking the college entrance examination during school. Being an actor was just his hobby. Even if he didn't work hard, he would have no worries about food and drink, and he could inherit his parents' hundreds of millions of dollars. People with such different backgrounds lived together, and there were a lot of frictions between the two after marriage. It is said that Feng Shaofeng's parents hope that their daughter-in-law can stay at home to take care of the baby, but Zhao Liying is very career-oriented and does not want to be a leisurely rich wife, so she finally gave up this marriage. After the divorce, it was also revealed that Zhao Liying was divided up from the 1.5 billion yuan of assets she earned from hard work in filming, and it was not known who was climbing up to whom. There were also entertainment reporters who broke the news that Feng Shaofeng's parents had hoped that their son would remarry, but Zhao Liying's attitude was very firm. Later, Feng Shaofeng's parents asked their friends to arrange a blind date for their son, and the prerequisite was that they would no longer look for someone in the entertainment industry as their daughter-in-law. However, there was also news that the reason for their divorce was Feng Shaofeng. The well-known director Zhou Guogang once broke the news on his video account, saying that it was because Feng Shaofeng was photographed with black material, and Zhao Liying chose to divorce in order to avoid being affected. The two did not break up because they did not love each other. Not long ago, there were rumors on the internet that Feng Shaofeng took his son to do a paternity test, which also chilled many of his female fans, who thought that this was a great disrespect to his ex-wife's pregnancy and childbirth. However, the authenticity of these revelations needs to be verified, and the two have been divorced for 3 years, and Feng Shaofeng's black material has not been exposed. However, no matter what the reason for Zhao Liying and Feng Shaofeng's divorces, it is impossible for the two to remarry now.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.